All right, I'm in Hell's Kitchen, New York. This is my neighborhood. I'm on 10th Avenue and 46th Street, and we're going to the world famous Salvation Army. It's been here for so long. It's a really old ass building, and I thought it might be a way to kill an hour before my doctor's appointment. Let's go see what's going on at the Salvation Army on 46th Street. Okay, so this is one of them old ass buildings. You can tell by the way it looks. So this is a Salvation Army building, and you'll see all kinds of stuff. People drop off stuff here. They have signs all the time saying, warning, do not leave your stuff here. People will come and leave a couch at nighttime right here. You see couches and all kinds of stuff. Just for the record, I enjoy coming here, although I've never ever seen one item that I thought was a good deal or that I actually wanted in here. Ever. So, we're gonna head inside. So, it's definitely old school. Metal stairs. This is an old ass building, bro. Ain't no elevator. None that I can see. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. All right. First step. I believe this is it. Yep. All right. First step. We're in the Salvation Army. Diapers. I wonder if they have my size. Not for me, it's for a friend. He lives in Canada. You don't know him. And of course, you're gonna have records. For you kids at home, these are called records. I'm just gonna guess. It is Glen Gold. No thanks. I'm gonna guess until I know a record. Bartók. Now the funny thing about Bartók, he's a Hungarian composer, and his actual building he lived on was on 57th Street. I know that because I give tours, and I'm gonna put a clip of Bartók right here, so you know I'm not lying. But I'm still not leaving until we find a record that I know. Come on, bro. Is that Ryan O'Neal? Love Story. We all know Love Story. That's the record selection. And then they've got cassette tapes. If you're really, really young, this is called a cassette tape. We're gonna play the same game here where I gotta know. Is this Teddy Pendergrass? No, sorry, that was racist. I got the wrong brother, my bad. That was on me, folks. Placido Domingo. All right. And I'm not even gonna play it with the DVDs and the videotapes. Let's see if I've seen this movie. The Mission. All right, let's try it again. This one. Ocean's 11. Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Matt Damon. Yes, I've seen that one. All right, this could go down as my worst video ever. But guys, you said you wanted lamps. I got you covered. What kind of lamp do you want for your bachelor pad? You want old lady lamp this one or old lady lamp this one? All right, so we've got picture frames. You in the comments said, Bob, we want to see picture frames, but not just any picture frames. We want to see ones where we could put a happy couple. Look at this. How cute is this? Young and in love, older and in love. Very nice. So this would be their picture section. It's Rocky. That's in Philadelphia at the top of the steps, and that is Sylvester Stallone. And it could be yours for $4.99. Let us keep it moving. You got kids? Well, this is the kids section. You got your choice of a little tricycle or one with a little lion attached. Or this is called a Peloton. but around my house, we call it a closet because I just throw a bunch of clothes on top of it. I have a bike, a stationary bike that's been covered by pants for about 40 years. I might have some antique pants hanging there. You said you wanted, Bookie Bob, where can I get an ironing board? Well, right here at the Salvation Army. And maybe you need a wheelchair while you're here. You say you want suitcases? Why would you go buy a new suitcase when Uncle Bob can hook you up for $10? It's a Walt Disney World suitcase. $10. Got bicycles. A plethora of bicycles, as long as you like small boys' bikes. And let's see what else we got. Plenty of exercise equipment. I do like the fact that they have about 9 of these Pendletons here. These are $500. Seems a little excessive, but I assume these are the good ones. You can pedal while you're in Tokyo. Get your exercise on. These are actually very nice. I'm going to assume, since there's 3 of them, that a gym or something went out of business and donated them. This is a skateboard with only 2 wheels. What the hell's wrong with you, bruh? It's a rip stick. Look at this. 2 wheels. You better know what you're doing, bro. Cute little tiny. These are rollerblades. Now, these are also rollerblades, but they don't do very well on concrete. I tried them, they don't. And these, yo, this is for a rollerblader who really don't have the skills for rollerblades. You got training wheels, bro. Look at this. You got a back wheel, that's your brake. You got actually very, very nice quality. This could be yours for $40. And it's adjustable, so look at this. You got a big ass Shaquille O'Neal foot, you're good to go. I don't know how you unhook it, but these are this is actually kind of cool. If I was coordinated and young, I would get them. All right, more bicycles, golf clubs. So you want to be a golfer, huh? Now this golf club is unusual because it's plastic. Boogie Bob, that's a hockey stick. What are you, a moron? Yes, I am. And if you like golf clubs, you can actually get a golf club for $8. This is a punching bag, a microwave. Maybe you want to buy a used microwave. Very nice. And you know, it's a Samsung, so you could also make phone calls. Lots of cooking stuff, rice cookers, and if you're living in New York City, you know the struggle of having a countertop where you can cook. Look at this. You're going to get a George Foreman grill without the grill. So I wouldn't recommend that one. The hamburgers are not going to taste very good on that wire. Otherwise, that's a big ass George Foreman grill. And it's a half of a George Foreman grill. Lots of rice cookers, and so you like the 1800s? Maybe you want to sew like your great grandma used to sew. There's your sewing machine. Ooh, this looks good, bro. This looks good. How much is it? It is $70. $70. This would be a nice addition to your back cave. And maybe you don't like today's technology. You want to go back to the 700s. The Superman days. Hey Lois, let me move the paper. Lots of speakers. You want speakers? We got speakers. Flat screen TVs. I'm looking for the TV with the big back on it. So this is a TV. Now guys, you can get a good 32-inch anywhere on Amazon right now for $80. This one is going for $100. Come on, bro. Come on, you get a brand new Fire TV for $80. Or you can come here and get a TV with none of that shit for $100. All right, vacuum cleaners. Guys, don't get your wife a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. I don't think she's gonna appreciate it. This is the living room section. Look at these wonderful couches. This one here is only gonna cost you $50. $50, that's a good ass deal. And it comes with free bed bugs. So this one is $33. If you want to bring her to your apartment and say, hey, I ain't got nothing, this is the love seat you want to show. You've got lots of armoires and hutches. Now guys, when I come in here, I don't see this beautiful, by the way, it's fabulous, beautiful. It's going to be very expensive, I'm sure. This one is $400. But I see a family. I see an elderly woman who had her children's pictures and vases and awards from school in there. And a junk drawer where the husband had screwdrivers and shit in here. Tape measures. This, at some point, was probably in a very loving home. And that always makes me sad, because that person probably passed on. This is where you're gonna find your little treasures. Honey, would you like a martini? This is the kind they drank out of at I Love Lucy. And for $2.50, this is yours. Come on, this is cute. You get 2 of these. Now there are people that come in here who know stuff. And they'll say, oh my God, honey, it's a 247. And they know that it was made in Japan in 1972 and it was only, I don't know any of that shit. This could be great, it could be a piece of shit. I don't know. Here's the wise man. He's bringing incense. One brought gold, one brought silver, one brought incense. And here's this little guy. Baby Jesus. And it wouldn't be complete without a sheep. All right. Again, I see families. I see someone that owned it before. Mrs. A. Guys, this is the Salvation Army on 46th Street. And it's a really old ass building with some really old ass shit. These are gonna cost you $0.25, maybe. You know, you can actually get these free if you go to a restaurant like TGIF's and steal it. But you ain't heard that from me. You ain't heard that from me. What goes on my channel stays on the channel. All right, how about that? And shot glasses, guys, they have I Love New York or I Love LA shot glasses all over the city. This one's 99 cents. That's about what they go for. A souvenir shop, a couple bucks. So I'm not seeing any wonderful deals here, but some people, like this, I don't use other people's cooking utensils. This is a cute little pot. $5. Oh, you can cook a mean macaroni in this bitch. $5. And this may look to you like a frying pan, but it's actually a weapon. Leave this by your bedstand. Someone comes in that bitch, you give them a quang. $8. $8. Come on, bro. It's a little steep. All right, we're just walking and talking. Lots of tables and chairs. Again, I see people sitting around at Thanksgiving, and then they get done eating their Thanksgiving dinner and they lay on their beds. Let's pull a couple out and try them out, guys. Next time. Carpets. This carpet looks like it had a body in it at one time. We're not doing that. Lots of mixed matched chairs. If you're like me, you came to New York with nothing, then you might want to get yourself a little crappy table and mix match chairs, a rattan chair. If you can get a chair for $12 or something, you could actually build your apartment. Bruce Willis had milk crates for his nightstand. He found all his stuff on the street. A lot of my stuff I found on the street. This is the stuff that got sold. I want to know who bought this. Why? This is Raphael bought this. There's no price tag on it, but I hope he didn't pay more than $12 for it. Raphael, you got, my friend. Listen, you need a dresser, you need a wine rack. or a table. This is a $40 table. You can play cards, hang out with your buddies. They got it here. Now that's an old school typewriter right there, bro. Extra, read all about it. Some of these beds are going to be here for years. Hopefully it all finds a good home, and hopefully the money goes to a good cause. I don't know how I feel about the Salvation Army. I hear so many mixed stories. I am in favor of people helping people, organizations that help people. Do not get in my comments with negativity. This is just a video to kill some time and to show you what it's like at the Salvation Army. Guys, if you're bored, you can come sit right here on this $26 couch. It's a love seat. Get an ottoman and watch your favorite cartoons. You can literally sit here for 10 hours for free. You can't beat that. Try that in Times Square, folks. If you're still playing DVDs, you're in luck. If you're still playing videotapes, you're in luck. You got a Laserdisc player from the 1970s, they got you covered. There are people, and I've been joking around and busting balls, but there are people on a budget. And they might come in here and buy their daughter or their son a little tiny bicycle, and that son or daughter will enjoy. So any jokes I'm cracking are meant in a good-spirited, kind way. And this is appears to be a studio. Lots of computers that I don't recognize. I don't know if that's a printer or a monitor. I don't know what the hell it is. But he's just sitting in front of the keyboard. The good news is there's another keyboard over here. Now, baby, you thought I was messing around when I told you I was a studio producer. This is my studio, and look, it's a Casio. So you know that's a name you can count on. And here's my home entertainment system. I've got a VCR and a printer. And I heard the fire extinguishers for sale for $26. Another keyboard. An aquarium. Everybody can use an aquarium. Guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm going to pick out one CD. Just one. And I hopefully know who it is. Let's try this one. This is a CD from E-Town Live. I don't know who that is. Let's strike while the iron's hot. Oh man, Anthony Jantos. Wow, I've got all his #1 hit. I'm his biggest fan. I have his greatest hit. All right. I think you guys get the idea. I hope that you had a good time at the Salvation Army on 46. Now this I could get behind. I am a huge Andre Lloyd Webber fan. This is Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind. Christine! I have about 10 iterations of that. Hopefully, body count. That's what they used to call me in college. Ba-dum boom. All right, let's get up out this bitch. There are clothes on another floor. I can't do it. Ain't gonna do it. We're going to get up out of here. I hope you had a good time. I'm sure you didn't. But these steps are hardcore, bro. These are not for if you got bad ankles or if you're over the age of 27. I wouldn't recommend them. Let gravity do the job. Look at guys, this is like an old crack house. Look at the bars. I would say don't go down in that basement unless you don't want to come back up. Look at these doors. If they lock your ass in there, you ain't never getting out. And this is their big ass donations. People just keep them coming. Look at this guy. He's coming up in a car. He's going to unload a bunch of crap. Let's see what he unloads. Maybe they're just bringing stuff. If he opens the trunk, well, they open the trunk. If he opens the trunk, then you know it's going to be stuff being unloaded. And look, you're moving out in New York. You don't have a garage. In New York, there ain't no garage sale. You either put it out on your corner or you take it to Goodwill. And that's what they're doing. I hope that you guys enjoyed my little walk through Salvation Army. I just looked up some of the reviews and this one's really funny. It says, if you can make it up the several flights of stairs. I ain't lying, bro. That's like climbing a damn mountain. Bring a lunch if you're coming to this thrift store at the Salvation Army in Hell's Kitchen, New York. And have a good time. Please be kind and loving to each other. Be good to yourself because you deserve it. God bless.